Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Howard versus Coppin State college basketball matchup on Monday, February 26, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, have big bankrolls, who are looking for one-on-one style service. To get this type of stuff, text the number you see on the screen. These are not available on the website, so if you make big bets like I do, text that number. But let's get to this one. Howard taking on Coppin State. Howard 12-15 on the season, but 7-4 at home, 4-5 against the number at home. 6-4 in their last 10, but just 3-6 against the number. So a lot of, not a lot of great things going on there. But when you look at Coppin State and their 2-22 record on the season, they're 12-12 against the number. So this is one of these things, typical situation where we see a bad team that gets a lot of points and usually makes the most of it. 1-9 and straight up in their last 10 games, but 5-5 against the number. So certainly this MEAC action, we often see teams with bad records like we see here with Coppin State that generally can, hang with some of these other guys and, you can usually get a big cover, but you got to pick your spots because there's a reason they're 2-22. Coppin State lost the first meeting. That was at Coppin State. It was all Howard in that one, 81-66. Howard was a 9-point road favorite in that game. And of course, since Coppin State beat Maryland Eastern Shore back on January 8th. It's been a whole lot of losing, and while they were getting the good graces earlier this season of some favorable spreads, hasn't really been the case so much since the calendar turned to 2024. They do have 3 covers over that spot, twice against Norfolk as a 15-point favorite, and then once against South Carolina State or as a 15-point dog, with the other time getting a dozen. That was at home, and then they also were getting 12.5 when they covered against South Carolina State. So what we've seen is only once in the recent games that they've been a double-digit favorite have they not, or double-digit dog, they haven't been favored at all this season, but once that you see them as a double-digit dog, only one time in their recent games have they not covered the spread. When we look at the other side of this one, Howard hasn't covered in their last 2 games. They did win last time out against Morgan State, but they were a double-digit favorite in that game and only won that game by 6 points. Most of the time when we see Howard, they're single-digit favorites against teams or single-digit dogs. We don't see them too often as a double-digit. The last time really outside of the last game against Morgan State where they didn't cover was all the way back on January 13th when they were an 11.5-point favorite against Maryland Eastern Shore. Did not cover in that game. So they've won the games as double-digit favorites. They've won, a lot of other games as favorites and in a mild underdog role. But when it comes to, this big favorite role, well, we haven't seen great things out of Howard that instill a lot of confidence in this one. They play defense, but not anything special. Coppin State's offense, they stink. They're 2-22 on the season. There's a reason they're 2-22. And when you look at Howard's offense, though, certainly not going to set the world on fire. They're a good 3-point shooting team, but Coppin State's defense is actually middle of the road when you look at the college basketball landscape. I gotta say, I don't feel comfortable laying this kind of number with Howard. I'm gonna take Coppin State and the points, and that's gonna be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.